Hey everybody, hey. I hope you guys are having a wonderful and blessed Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, guys. So today I wanted to do another story time. And this story time is like really sad because I didn't even know that had happened. So basically I was living in New Jersey for a couple of years. Like I had a job there. I was at that job it was like a buffet. I was at that job for like 4 years. And the job was okay. There was this one guy that used to come in there down. Oh man, y'all, he was an a-hole. I'm not even gonna lie. Like his attitude, like I understand that you lost money and stuff, and I get that. But you made the decision to come in the casino and gamble and lose your money. You don't take that out on the workers at the buffet. And I remember one time he had came through the line because he liked clams a lot. And he would take all the clams. He would clean the clam pot out. And we used to have to always keep refilling it. And one time he came and he did it, and the person was just standing behind him, like looking like, and they're looking at me. I was like, "We'll get more." I said, "We had more," but he was a piece of work. But one time, I'm gonna tell y'all some stories about when I was working on a buffet. So one time, I work with a lot of different people. Like I work with Chinese people from Cambodia. Cambodian is it? Chinese people. I work with Dominican, Puerto Rican, all kinds of people. People from Honduras, Ecuador, people from Pakistan. Like one of my best friends was Pakistan. She was from Pakistan. Bangladesh. I forgot where that other girl was from. Where was she from? She was from one of them countries. But anyway, I work with a whole bunch of people from different cultures, different nationalities. And one guy, we were on the buffet line. It was me, this black lady, and this Spanish lady. And that white guy, he had came up. And he was asking questions about the food. The Spanish lady said in Spanish, he said something in Spanish and he understood it. Huh, man? When I tell y'all, cause there was like glass, like the plexiglass to keep people from coughing on the food. He did just like this under the glass. He was like, I know. He said, you know what? He said, I'm married to a Spanish woman. He said, and I know everything that you just said. He said, I want to see you. I want to see the supervisor. So the supervisor came out there and he told the supervisor what she said. And he told her right in front. He was like, shoot her back now. Now. He was like, she needs to be fired. They ain't fired her. They just sent her in the back to work for like a week. And then she was right back out there. And they ain't fired her. He was like, oh, he said, I'ma handle it. He ain't handle crap. She was right back up. She was right back on the line again. But I remember one time at the casino, they have like a person that comes in there. They like undercover. They're like the customer service people. They call them the I forgot what they call them, but they said if they come and you give them good customer service, you'll get a wow, and you get like $100. So one day when I came into work, I was working, and the chef called me in the office, and he was like, he said, you almost got a wow. You almost got a wow. I was like, oh, really? He was like, yeah. He said, but the person said that you didn't go the extra mile. So I'm like, we was busy. Like, I can remember somebody asking me a lot of questions, and that's probably the person. I should have knew something was up because they just kept asking me and asking me and asking me. But we were so busy. Like, that's the thing about those customer service people. They don't understand. We can't treat you guys like you're royalty and like you're the princess of, you're a princess, or you're just, we have to treat you this specific type of way. We cannot do that when we can have millions of people over here looking at the interaction. Like I'm going to tell y'all something. We had crab legs, right? So we had a whole buffet line. We had meatballs. Sometimes we always had meatballs, but we would change up like the fish and stuff. But we had tilapia, we had whiting. Sometimes we had salmon. We had vegetables, and we always had 2 sauces. And then we had crab legs sometimes. Now, sometimes if it's real busy, we would put the crab legs out there hot. But sometimes we would put the crab legs cold, depending on the business. So I kind of remember that day. Guys, it was so many people. You know what I'm saying? And they talk about I didn't go the extra mile. And I think they had asked me to warm up their crab legs. No, I'm not going to warm up your crab legs, because then I'm going to have to warm up everybody else's crab legs. Yeah, I'm going to have to warm up everybody else's crab legs, because people are looking. People will look at you and see you go back there and warm up the crab legs and bring them up. Oh, can you warm up? Then everybody wants theirs warmed up. Like, goddamn, the shit's cold. You know what I'm saying? Eat it cold. You don't always need hot food. You can eat crab legs cold. Crab legs are delicious cold. They're delicious. But then I was like, I think I remember that time that person asked me to do a lot of stuff, and we were busy. Yeah, I'm sorry that I couldn't go the extra mile for you, but I'm just not. You customer service people are a trip. You cannot do it like that. You cannot do it like that. Them customer service people that come in there, they can start a lot of ruckus, man. They need to get rid of those people. They can start a lot of problems. Because that would have been a problem if I had warmed them up for you. And I told her, I was like, no, I can't do that. We can't warm up crab legs. And I guess they didn't like that. And they probably really wanted to warm, because, you know what I'm saying, their customer service, and they're coming up there to see how your customer service was. But to say that I didn't go the extra mile because I didn't warm up your crab legs, because there were a shitload of people out there, and I wasn't going to be the one put on the spot of warming your freaking crab legs up. You start some bull crap, I having to warm your freaking crab legs up, and then I come back out and everybody's handing me plates to go warm their stuff up. I'm not doing that. The chef was like, don't start. The chef would tell us, look, it's going to be just cold crab legs all night. Do not warm no crab legs up for nobody, because we're not doing that tonight. We would do it on special nights, you know what I'm saying? But not every night that you can get that. And I guess they didn't like it, so they said, no, she didn't go the extra mile. Man, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Fuck you. Because for you to say that I didn't go the extra mile was some BS. It was some BS. That pissed me off. I mean, I didn't really give a daggone about no $100, but it's just the fact that there was a slew of people there, guys. The line, the buffet line was all the way, it was curved. You know what I'm saying? So, no, I cannot do that for you. Sorry that you felt that way, that I wasn't going the extra mile or whatever, but people that know my work ethic, they know that I always go the extra mile for the customer. I will always go the extra mile for the customer, no matter what the situation. So for them to say I didn't go the extra mile, just like I said, you don't know me. You don't know me. You don't know my work ethics. You going on one little interaction with me because I said I didn't want to. I'm not going to warm up your crab legs because then I'm going to have to warm up everybody's crab legs. And even the chef said for that night, do not warm up anybody's crab legs. So it was like I was in a jam. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. You know, because anyway, after I left, I went back. After I left Jersey, I left and I went back to stay with my mom. You know, all my family was over there, and they was like, you know, such and such. Passed away. I was like, what? I was like, what? Passed away from what? They were like, he had lung cancer. So this was a me and him were together for a couple of years. We were even engaged. But it never came to, we never did it. So when I heard he passed away, I remember my friend telling me that he was in a relationship with this girl, but that everybody knew that that girl was cheating on him, supposedly with another woman. And I'm like, you can't be somebody, you can't say that you're somebody's friend, and you gonna watch me get played like that. And then when I heard her, she was like, yeah, she was. He had lung cancer. Now, I was like, I didn't really see, I never seen anything. Because he used to always smoke reefer. And his eyes will always be red. But I did see one time that his eyes was, it looked like he had jaundice. His eyes were yellow. I was thinking that was like, maybe that's because of, maybe that's because he smoked weed. But yeah, when I was with him, I never would look at him and think, hey, he has lung cancer. He was a smoker too. He was a smoker. And that's why I stopped smoking. When I started the, y'all know them smoking commercials where the people had the trach and stuff. I stopped smoking for my health. Because, I always do that, y'all. They don't never put, they don't never put enough, ketchup, but they had to go. They had to measure everything. So yeah, I never thought at all. I didn't really see any sign. He had lung cancer. I guess it must have spread. It must have spread too much where they couldn't really do anything. But yeah, I was sad when I heard that because he was a good guy. He was a good guy. I couldn't believe it. I was like blown away. The last time, I'm gonna tell y'all the last time I saw him. I was working at Pizza Hut in Maryland. I was working at Pizza Hut. It ain't Pizza Hut no more. They changed it to Alexa, be quiet. They changed it to some kind of pizza place, but it's not Pizza Hut. It's like a restaurant. There's another place that we used to go to a lot. It's going to. It was called Peaky's. Oh my God, they had like homemade food up in there. Oh, it was so good. I was so sad for them to go, but I told you, a lot of these businesses that been around for a long time, they just want to retire, sell their business or whatever, and live out the rest of their lives and just be happy. But the last time I seen them, I was walking to work because then I didn't have no car. And I was walking, right? And I seen him. He was on the step. He was like sitting on the banister. And I saw him, I looked down. But I didn't say anything. He was like, "You can speak if you want." I was like, "Hey." And that was it. That was the same. That was the whole interaction. But I'm wondering, did he have it then? I don't think he had it then. It must have been something that came all of a sudden. Because all the times that I've seen him, I interacted with him, he seemed fine. Like, he seemed okay, guys. He seemed alright. And then when I heard about it, I was really surprised. I was like, what? I told him, I was like, no, he didn't. I was like, stop it. I said, they ain't nothing to play with. They were like, no, for real, he really did. I was like, that was sad. Because he was a good guy. And he had two sons. So but y'all know what I was hearing? We gotta talk about something, y'all. We gotta talk about something. About this reefer. I feel like I need to talk about that. Cause it's saying that like a lot of older people smoke cannabis, right? But they're saying that that cannabis and stuff is actually is making, if somebody has cancer or something, it's making it worse. Like the side effects are worse for older adults. But I don't care whether you old. I think that it affects all people, whether you young, old, whatever. It affects all people. I think it affects the younger people. It affects their brains in the way that they act. And the older people, because they're older, and they already deal with a lot of stuff. I think that's why it affects them too. But yeah, they was definitely saying that. Well, this one right here says don't use marijuana before age 25. Surgeon General warns. So, let's listen to this. Hold on. Before I turn it on, I turn it down because most of the time when you click in here, they're going to do a commercial. Oh, okay, they didn't do that.
Last week. Today. Students Rana Hashemi, Aisha Salimi, Cameron Battersby, and Alejandro Rodriguez are all regular users of marijuana, all 25 and younger. I met them inside a legal San Francisco pot dispensary and smoking lounge to talk about their cannabis use. When did you all start smoking?
I was about 22, 23 years old.
When I was around 19 or 20.
Around 13. Kind of my friends were doing it.
I was 15. I used out of curiosity.
They're some of the 9 million young people between the ages of 12 and 25 who reported using marijuana in the past month. By January, consuming weed recreationally over the age of 21 will be legal in...
See, that's why you have to, if you're a parent, you need to really monitor what your kids are doing. And you can't be monitoring your kids like that. If at 12 they're smoking weed, you just can't. I'm sorry, you're not monitoring them right.
11 states and Washington, D.C., and more states are considering it. But some medical studies link frequent marijuana use among young people to deficits in attention, memory, and IQ, even a greater risk of psychosis. Health officials are on high alert because the young brain is still developing until the age of 25.
My message is simple. No young person should be using marijuana.
Period. Full stop. Vice Admiral Jerome Adams is the U.S. Surgeon General. He took the rare step in August of issuing an advisory, the third of its kind in 13 years.
It's become normalized, it's become accepted, and people think it's less dangerous. But unfortunately, it's more dangerous than ever. This is not your mother's marijuana.
Meaning that it is more potent.
It's more potent, but it's also in chocolates and gummy bears and oils, these new forms that can deliver an even higher concentration, and you have more danger.
If there are health risks, why use it all?
Because there's a benefit. At lower dose, I don't get the psychosis. I don't get the memory impairment. I feel the euphoria. I feel the ability to connect to myself on a deeper level.
It calms me down. It kind of feels like a hug.
If we're talking about risks, we need to have conversations about, well, why even drive a car? Why even jump out of an airplane and parachute? Why even cross the street? Because there's a risk to that.
Alejandro, you're using every day. Are you concerned that your IQ could drop, that your cognitive abilities could drop?
So I'm not concerned because when I started consuming daily, it happened during the course of law school. It's made me more creative. It's allowed me to see my field, at least, from a completely different perspective.
It just
Whatever they're saying, okay? Because the reason why I don't smoke it is because it's not good for you. On top of that, who wants to be around people that smell like weed? This stuff, it don't smell good at all. It's a nasty scent. I don't want to be around people that smell like weed. Especially for a woman, it looks you look real boyish. Even if you're dressed up and you walk past a man and you smell like weed, that is such a turn on for men. So if you're a woman out there and you're looking for somebody and you smoking weed, make sure that you take a bath, wash your clothes, because you're gonna be smelling like an ashtray. You're gonna be smelling like an old ashtray with old trees. You're gonna smell like the outside. Now, outside nature, yeah, it does smell good. You know, nature to me, it has a fresh smell, but that's not how you're gonna be smelling when you're smoking weed. That's one reason why I don't want to be around people that smoke weed. I don't want to be around those type of people. I don't want to be around them. I just don't feel the need to be around those type of people. You know, I don't want to be around nobody, because then if I'm around you, then I'm gonna start smelling like the weed and stuff. It's just too much. It's just too much. But to each his own. If you enjoy smoking it, keep on smoking it. If you think it's helping you, keep thinking that it's helping you. But any type of smoking, anything that's going down your throat can cause cancer.
scare you at all? That maybe, having started as a teenager, you did any damage?
No, it doesn't really scare me or worry me. Use is not abuse. A lot of it is knowing how your body reacts to it and like how much you should take.
They point out that the medical research is mixed. 2 recent studies found little evidence to suggest that adolescent marijuana use has a direct effect on intellectual decline. At what age do you think it should be legal?
18.
21.
18. Once someone's 18, they're an adult. They should have the autonomy to do what they want with their own bodies.
The group says honest
Y'all hear
conversations
that?
and education.
Y'all hear what she said? But you guys already know. You guys already know how I feel about, the age consent. I feel like the age consent should, if you telling everybody they have to be 21 to drink, that should be the age consent to become an adult, not 18. 18 is not a good age for you to say, hey, okay, it's cool, you can go out on your own and you're an adult now. No, they can't even drink. And there's a reason why teenagers cannot drink, because their brains are not developed to make rash decisions when that alcohol start working. That's why they act silly. You ever been now? Some teenagers are a little bit more mature than a lot of other teenagers, but they still get in trouble. So, that's how I felt about the whole thing with that. But I just wanted to share that with you guys because, look, people gonna do whatever they want to do. You gonna look at this video and you gonna do whatever you want to do. I can't influence anybody to stop smoking the ganja. You know what I'm saying? Stop smoking the reefer. But what I can do is give you information on what's happening that you can smoke it for all your life, but when you start to get older and you start to get into your golden years, that's when it's really going to start to really hit you, and you're going to start getting side effects and stuff like that. So, y'all like my dress? Y'all, I'm starting to get hit, y'all. Y'all starting to get hit. Yo, I still have a lot to do on my weight loss journey, but we gonna get there because after my food settles, I'm gonna go do. I've been doing like wall Pilates. I've been into that, but tonight I'm gonna need to get back on my Queen Warriors because I know I missed a couple workouts. But I'm just not into all. I don't know. Sometimes I want to do my own thing, which is cool. You can, if you still want to do the Queen Warrior, you can. And you can also do your own little workouts. You don't have to keep going on there and going on there and going. You can do your own little workouts. And that's what I've been doing. I've been doing wall Pilates and for my stomach. And it's really been working. Because I don't feel like sitting there and doing a whole bunch of crunches and bicycle and all that. No, I don't want to do that when I can just engage my core and do engage exercise, which is what I do on my stomach. I'll show you guys. I'll do a video and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about with that. But yeah, guys, that was a story about my ex-boyfriend that passed away. And yeah, it was really sad. It was really sad that to hear that he had passed. But man, so guys, that's what it is. You know, I'll call you guys back. I'll call you back.